Hi again, it's me, Will, and welcome back to Memorize the Bible. Today we're going to be doing Genesis chapter 1, day 4. Now we're going to it starts off by saying, Then God said, Let there be lights in the firmament of the heavens to divide the day from the night. Now I want you to close your eyes and imagine God, the firmament of heaven like a rock, and God speaking to the rock, and little sound waves going out to the rock and being turning into little lights as they hit the rock. And then I want you to imagine the lights moving and into a checkerboard pattern because they're dividing the light from the darkness. And then it goes on to say, and let them be for signs and seasons and for days and years. Now I want you to imagine underneath that rock a stop sign for signs, and then a snow piling up on the stop sign for seasons, and then for days imagine the sun going over the stop sign and setting once, and then for years imagine the sun going around like a couple times real quick. And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heavens to give light on the earth. So I want you to imagine those lights in the firmament of the heaven sending little rays down to the earth, the rock and the earth. And then imagine God sewing them together and it was so. So imagine God sewing the light to the earth. And then God made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also. I want you to imagine now God's making a light, a big light, a light bigger than all the other little lights on that rock, and a smaller, bigger light. And I want you to imagine them with crowns because they're ruling. So the greater light to rule the day, a sun with a crown, and the lesser light to rule the night, a moon with a crown. And then imagine him looking from the sun and the moon to the stars, back to the stars in the checkerboard. He made the stars also. Now, I want you to imagine God set them in the firmament of heaven to give light on the earth. I want you to imagine God taking that firmament with the little lights on it and the greater lights on it, and picking it up with his right hand and setting it in the sky, and to rule over the day and over the night. And now I want you to imagine crowns on the sun and the moon, and now the stars as well, to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And I want you to imagine the checkerboard again with the sun and the moon in it. And God saw that it was good. And now I want you to imagine the white robed figure nodding at the what have you done. So the evening and morning were the fourth day. Now you can imagine God holding up his fingers for 4 if you want to.